Hey guys, this is Snack8, and welcome to what I promise will be a much shorter video than the last one. This is Let's Play Metroid Part 6. In this video we are descending into a new area that is known as Ridley's Hideout, because yes, if you may not have already guessed, there's a boss in this area known as Ridley. And this place, I don't think it's even as difficult as like Kraid is. It's definitely not as big or as hard to get around as, well, that's not true. It's definitely not as big as Kraid, but it's trickier, which is one of the things that's kind of strange about it. Like, there's a lot of places where you'll be able to, or there's some places where you'll be able to see an item, but you won't be able to get it right away, or, you know, you'll have to do something else, like, not something else, but, like, you'll have to do something, like, sort of, like, that you wouldn't expect to get items and stuff, and so it's just kind of a, I don't know. I'd say it's more advanced than Kraid is, but it's not as difficult. Because now we got the wave beam, we can pretty much slice through everything. We also have our screw attack, which is another big powerhouse. And, yeah, we are pretty much rolling in the deep is a song. Missile expansion. It's a good way to start off the video. And I lost 2 energy bars already? That's ludicrous. Oh, jeez. Yeah, there's a lot of those sort of, pits that you don't really know are coming. Dang. Now, usually I like to go missile crazy, and there's a lot of rooms like this in not Norfair, but in Ridley, that are pretty annoying. Maybe it is harder than Kraid. I don't know. I'm not the best judge of difficulty. As with most of my LPs, I die on the parts I think I'm gonna do well on, and the parts that I don't, the parts that I don't think I'm gonna do well on, I do well. Like the Stone Tower Temple versus the Great Bay Temple in Majora's Mask, for example. If you've been around that long, you know what I'm talking about. That debacle with the Great Bay, ridiculous. So we got that. That's all we really need to do up here. This is a really tricky missile to find. But, you know, we know where everything is because I totally didn't look at a walkthrough. I totally don't have a little map pointing me that I drew on my own again. The first map went over so well that I just had to do it again. And you see, we can just destroy these missiles. Or destroy these guys with missiles, I should say. Get some of that health back. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Annihilation. The wave beam is sort of like the Annihilator beam of this game, which if you don't know, that's one of the weapons in Metroid Prime 2. It's one of the coolest beams in the series, in my opinion, and it seems like one of the strongest. Though I guess it's only really as strong as the plasma beam from Metroid Prime. Did I say Prime 2? That's what I meant to say. I don't know if I said Metroid 2 or Prime 2. Whatever. Anyway, the only way you can get through this room is by morph balling under there. That's what I meant by, like, tricky areas. Or tricky ways to get to places. Because otherwise, I think you can skip this whole part, really. You don't even have to come over to this side of the stage level, I guess I might say. I don't really know what to call the areas in Metroid. But yeah, I don't think you really ever have to come over here completely, so if you don't know how to get past there, like, it's not the end of the world. Now see here, this is the trickiest thing ever. They have this energy tank right here for you to grab. And I grabbed it, but I luckily grabbed it too. I was really banking on that for time. If you don't know that that's there, you simply will just be like, oh, look at that energy tank right in front of me, and run, and you'll fall right through, and it sucks. It sucks, guys. Now we are gonna go over here for the time being. We don't really need to do anything too much importance over here, I don't think. There's a 1 power-up we gotta get, but it's whatever. It's whatever. I'm back to full health. That's great. Grand and great and grand and great. So I'm gonna try to do all of Ridley in this one episode. I don't know if I am gonna do it. And sorry if my commentary's a little whack, but I've been kind of sick. I think it's some allergies, but I'm hoping it's not a cold. I don't know what it is. I think it might be dust or something. I'm allergic to dust. Like, as pathetic as that is, it's true. Now, this is another tricky part. What we want to do here is lay some bombs, and then... Ooh, I did not make it. Well, we will try to get that later then. Now, for now, what we're going to do is come through here. I think I can just missile these guys out of the way. No, I think I am. I'm going to do that. Screw attack you. Screw attack you. Grab that. Ooh. And stop narrating exactly what you're doing. It's not good commentary, Snack. What can I talk about? Oh yeah, so, you may have noticed that I've been focusing more on Metroid, as opposed to Tales of Symphonia. And that's simply because, I do these late at night, and Metroid's easier for me to record, really, when it's late. Plus, we're getting close to the end of the game, and I want to kind of get it wrapped up. And also, the thing about Tales of Symphonia is I think it's one of those games where, like, I love recording it, but I feel like every time I go to record, I only record so little. Like, I'll usually record just one episode while I'm playing it, and I feel like that's one of those games where, since it's got, like, this big story, I want to do it in sessions. So I think I'm gonna maybe do a little bit less of that until Metroid's over, and then maybe do a big session of Tales of Symphonia, and then maybe start a new project. But that's definitely not going anywhere, so if you're a fan of that, rejoice, for that is how that is going to be. So we've got to go down this long vertical hallway. I think we just have to go right through here. Yeah, this is that stupid room with all the enemies in it. The room that I hate. This is a tough room, guys. Good thing we stock up on missiles, because we're going to need them. We're also going to need better aim. There we go. Also, I think we may be getting all of the missiles in this part, which is exciting. As they are, without a doubt, the most daunting of the power-ups to collect. I like this part because you can just run right through here. In Zero Mission, there's this cool part in here where you can use, well, the speed boosters in that game. It's not in this game. There's this cool part where you can use the speed booster and get, I think it's like an energy tank or a missile or something. There's some sort of pickup you can get there, and I didn't know that was there until I finally 100%ed the game, which wasn't very long ago. It was, I think, the end of last year, really. I don't think it was 2011 yet, but it was close to 2011. We're gonna grab this missile expansion, and then we're just gonna head right back. So I don't know if I should cut this out. I don't think I'm gonna. So we're only 7 minutes in, but so I've got some time. But yeah, there's some cool stuff that you can do in that game. Like, there's a bunch of shine sparking and stuff. Which, if you've never played any of the other Metroid games, especially Super Metroid, you won't know what that is. But it basically has to do with an item that isn't in this game, so I don't know why I'm talking about it. But this is just one of the memorable areas for me. Partly because I never knew there was anything here for so long. In Zero Mission, that is. Not this game. We're almost out of here, right? These guys work pretty much the same as those flies and whatever the other enemy in Kraid's it looks like. Where you can jump and they'll jump too, I'm pretty sure. That's how they work. We're gonna go through here now. We're actually pretty close to the boss. And the boss is, well, we'll see when we get there. But I like this room, because it looks all lava-y. Looks very nice. It's very nice. If you can name that animated movie. You are the king of all that was, and will be, and ever existed in the entire world, and maybe one or two of the oceans. Probably like the Pacific, or like Baltic Sea or something. What am I talking about? I don't know. I'm sick. I'm kind of sick, maybe, and it's tired. It's tired, and I'm late. And we're just gonna keep going, because I don't know what else to talk about. I guess I could talk about games that I'm playing, but I don't want to get into that right now, because we're almost to a boss. In fact, right over this little hump, I think we will be facing him. Possibly. No, we have one room left. This is a tough room, too. It's a doozy. It's a doozy, like a floozy. A floozy. Yes, that's what this room is. Weren't you able to tell by what it looks like? Because that's such a thing for a room to be. Alright. 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 Oh no. Not right. Yes, right. 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 Oh, wrong. Okay, this is the worst commentary I think I've had through this entire LP, but it doesn't matter, because now... there. A boss is coming and I'll have something to talk about. This boss is known as Ridley. He's a giant pterodactyl-saurus man, and he is even easier than Kraid in this game. He's really tough in the other Metroid versions, but in regular Metroid, pretty much all you have to do is kind of stand at that little angle and fire missiles at him, and that's all you've got to do, really. And this is a 10 missile door, so it's purple and it takes 10 missiles to break. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but it's whatever. Ah! Alright, go. 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 I think there's... yeah, right? Yeah, here we go. Energy tank. And this is the last one, yeah. Maybe. I'm pretty sure it is. Because I don't think you can go any further to the side than that bar is going. So that's cool. I think, well, we're not done with missiles yet, but we're almost done with missiles. I don't know if I'll ever fill it to the top, because I don't know how long that'll take. I don't want it to take really long to... like, it's good to be prepared for the final boss, but I don't think I want to spend all that time getting all the missiles back and stuff. Shoot. Ah, get out of here. There we go. So yeah. What I think I might do is go back to the elevator, and then just meet you back at that part where I tried to do the bomb jump and it didn't work. Because that's the only place left we need to go in Ridley. Like, it's really a very short area. And I don't think I want to show the trip all the way back to that one place where you have to do the jump. I'll show it to the elevator, because I want to show you guys how to get out of here once, you know, you've defeated the boss and everything. But as far as, see, up there we need to get, and we can't get there from here. The only way we can get there is from going all the way back around and falling through that pit where the energy tank is, and that's just a pain in the rear, and I don't really feel the need to show that to you guys again, because you already saw me walk those roads, lonely roads. If I can remember how that song went, I might have better commentary. So yeah, I guess I could talk about what games I've been playing. I did buy Final Fantasy 13, and then I played it a little bit, but then I didn't really play it much after that, because for some reason I got a whole bunch more games too, I don't know why. Basically what's been occupying my time most lately is Shadows of the Colossus, or Shadow of the Colossus. For the longest time I thought that game was Shadows of the Colossus, and it's not, it's Shadow, and like I've known that for a while now, like for a couple of years, but when it like was first coming out, I always called it that. And that was one of those games that I really wanted, I had play envy, like for people who owned a PS2, because I really wanted to play it. And it's then, ever since, it's been lauded as like one of the greatest games of all time. And so I finally got a chance to play it, because I do have a PS2 now. I didn't always have one, it took me a really long time to get one. But yes, I am playing it, and I'm liking it, but I feel like I hyped it up a little too much. I don't know, it's a good game, like I like it a lot, but there's something about it that's not as amazing great as people say. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because it looks a little dated. I know they're releasing like an HD version on the PS3, but I don't have one of those. But it looks it looks good enough, or like it looks good for its time, but it looks a little dated. I don't know, I'm talking now. I guess I could just do this, because we only really have to go through a couple places. So I'm liking that. It's one of those games that you get really lost in. Not like lost like you don't know where you are, but like good lost, like that game is really all about boss fights, and the boss fights are insane. They're crazy. Like the first boss is something that you'd see in like the 6th dungeon in like a Zelda game, and they just keep getting more and more crazy. And when you're fighting them, you're not thinking about anything else, and that's one of the best things about games. In particular, Resident Evil 4, if anyone's ever played that. That's one of those games that sort of invoked that feeling in me. One of my favorite shooters of all time, or third-person shooters, I guess. It's probably my favorite third-person shooter. I've never played any of the Gears of Wars. I know those are the other, like, really big ones, but I was planning on playing the first one of those this summer, and maybe the second one too, but I heard that's not that great. I heard it's just kind of the same. But yeah, it's one of those games where you just... I kind of got sidetracked. It's one of those games where you just kind of lose yourself, and my foot is falling asleep. It feels so weird and numb. Oh, I can't make it onto that. Okay, I'm gonna cut here, and I'm gonna see you back at the top. Oh my gosh, you guys, oh my gosh. Okay, we did that. Now, see, I knew that was gonna give me a little bit of trouble, that missile expansion, but I didn't know it was gonna give me this much trouble. I've literally been at that for, like, at least 20 minutes, maybe even closer to 30, which is ridiculous, and I usually don't have that much trouble on that missile, and I don't know why. This is the final missile tank in the game. This is the hardest one to get in the game. Ooh, that's bad. Yeah, there we go. You can get to this wall here from another area on the like in this corridor. I'm gonna go back up to the beginning because I wasn't quite done with this video. But you can see that area. I'll point out the door that takes you there. You won't be able to get through that wall though. The only way you can get that missile is by jumping over that pit. Now you can do that with a well-timed jump, but it has to be really well-timed. Like, it's really ridiculous. How precise the jump has to be. So now what I did there, you can see is I started out in a bomb, and what you want to do is you want to put a bomb not on the very final, like, little tile block, whatever you want to call it, of the platform. You want to put it on like the second one, and so then you want it to explode, and when it explodes it'll sort of the bombs create these little, like, fields around them when they explode, which would be the explosion, I guess. But the explosion will bounce you to the side, and when that happens, you want to quickly, and this, when I say quickly, I need to stress that a lot. Quickly get out of the morph ball and then press A when you're in midair, and Samus will sort of, like, register it as a jump, even though you're already in midair. So it's like, this is the door, by the way. If you go through there, you can see the expansion, but you can't get it, which is really mean. Norfair is mean when it comes to its missiles. I'm surprised I got that energy, or when it comes to its pickups, I mean, because the energy tank's a difficult one to get to at the beginning. But so what you want, that's what you want to do, really. You have to bomb, and then when you're in midair, turn back into Samus, and then jump, and if you're lucky, it'll work. And we just lost a lot of time there. I don't know why. I don't know why that has to be so hard, and I don't think I'm really gonna get the best ending I could now. But you know, it's whatever. What was I talking about before we leave? Anything else? Shadow of the Colossus, I guess, is what I was talking about. It's a weird way to end it. But yeah, I like that. It's good. It's giving me that feeling where you sort of get lost in a game. The good getting lost, not like bad getting lost, where you don't know where you're going at all. Anyway, guys, in the next... Well, let's go back up this. In the next episode, I think I'm going to off-screen all the way back up through Norfair. There's nothing else we need to get in here. Back to Brinstar, and then once we're up there, we'll go to the final area of the game, since we defeated both Ridley and Kraid. So, I've been Snack Attack 8, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later!